EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the The opening drive will begin at the 25. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 74 yards. First and goal at the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Hicks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll throw right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray steps away to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Murray now on 1st down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
It's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It's a foot race, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Patrick Queen able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
29-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
3-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This time, Jackson will throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Murray, and he hits Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's now 3rd and 7.
On play action, it's Murray. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 78 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Murray.
But it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Cardinals 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a Raven 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 29 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
17.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended for
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one possession. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
Taken down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 12.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Murray's picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 5. First down, Baltimore.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Ravens 40.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Christian Kirk, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.